Now, fair Solomon, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days brings in another moon. Methinks of how this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires like a stepdame or a dowager, long moving out to young man's reveries.
4 days will quickly sleep themselves in night, and 4 nights will consume over time, and the moon, like silver to a button, you bends in heaven, shall have half an hour to us.
Go to the instructor. Stir up the Athenian youth to merriment. Awake the pale and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I wooed thee by soul, and won thy love by doing thee injuries. But I will wed you in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelry.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation, and I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And, my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhyme, and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight sung feigning voice verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy, with bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, conceits, knacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment in the unhardened youth. Through cunning thou hast built my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is duty, to stubborn harshness. And now, my grace, be it so she does not, in front of your grace, consent to marry Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which is either to this man, or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in this case.
And what say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you, your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauty, and one to whom but you are a form of wax, and within his power he can leave your figure disfigured. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice must be held the worthier.
I would my father look with my eyes.
Rather your eyes than his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I may go, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a present. I beseech your grace, that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
You are to die the death of reverend Jaw the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth. Examine well your blood. For if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I to be in shady cloister mute, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold fruitless moon. Christ blessed that they master, for their blood can undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled, and withering on virgin form grows, lives, and dies in a single blessedness.
So I will grow, so live, so die, my lord. Ere I will my virgin painted up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, fair maid. For by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love of me, for everlasting bond and fellowship. And on that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar protest for single life and austerity.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy praise title to my certain right.
You have a father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him? Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her, a due estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived to see, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius is, which is more than all these boasts can be. I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should I then not prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch to his head, made love to Nadar's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, the sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes idolatry upon his spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess I have heard so much. And with Demetrius being spoke thereof, and full of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But come, Demetrius, and come 𝙤𝙧 too, has some private schooling for you both. Hermia, prepare you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or the law of Athens will be upon your head. By no means may we extenuate to death, or to a vow single life. Come, what cheer, man? Demetrius, 𝙤𝙧, go along. I must employ you in some business of our nuptial that nearly concerns your service.
With duty and desire we follow you. Now, my love, why do you keep so pale? The chance were it so fast.
But like from want of rain, which I could well beteem it from the tempest of my eyes.
Amy, for aught I could ever hear, ever read by tale of history, the course of true love never did run smooth, but if it was different in blood,
Cross, too high to be enthought low.
or else misgrasped in respect of years,
Spite, too old to be engaged to young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends,
Oh hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
or there was sympathy in choice, or sickness or death did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, sweet as a shadow, short as any dream, as brief as a lightning in cold night, like in speed, was with heaven and earth, and o'er a man hath power to say, behold! The jaws of darkness do devour it up, so quick bright things come to confusion.
If true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as immediate in destiny. Then let us teach our child patience, for it is as customary crosses due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs and wishes and tears. Poor fancy's followers.
Good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I will widow our aunt, endowed with a great revenue, she hath no child. Remote her house from Athens 7 leagues, and she restricts me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia. May I marry thee, and to that place a sharper feeling law cannot pursue us. Thou lovest me then, still forth our father's house tomorrow night, and in the woods, a league without the town, where we did meet thee once with Helena to do observance of a morn of May. There, I will wait.
Oh my good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his fastest arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which knitted souls and prospers love, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen, under which forstroying sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men have broken, number more than ever women spoke. In the same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
I promise her. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? How fair can I say? Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, have you fair? Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet hair more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. The sickness is catching. Oh, good favour, so yours I would catch her home ere I go. My ear should catch your voice. My ear, your ear. My tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. While the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what heart you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate him, the more he followed me.
The more I loved, the more he hated me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, with that fault of mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. I stand myself shall fly this place. In the time I did before Lysander seemed Athens a paradise to me. What graces in my love do dwell that Lysander heaven unto hell.
Helen, to you our mighty will unfold. Tomorrow night Phoebe doth behold a silver visage in a watery glass, decking the liquid pearl with faded grass. The time that lovers fight doth still conceal. Through Athens gates have we devised to steal.
And into the woods where often you and I upon faint primrose beds rest our heads, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet. There my Lysander myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Lysander, we must starve ourselves from love's food tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my love. Helen, adieu. As you and him, Demetrius doted on you.
How happy some others can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, think base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose into form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor doth love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes forget uneasy haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled, as waggish boys in games themselves will swear, so the boy loved is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed thou know'st that he were only mine. When this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will tell him of fair Hermia's flight, then to the woods will he tomorrow night pursue her, and for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it would be a dear expense. But here in mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You are best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is a scroll of every man's name which is thought fit through all of Athens to take part in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good piece of quiz. Say what the play treats of. Then, read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy, a most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. And of merit. Now, good piece of quiz. Call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready! Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself. Most gallant for love.
That was some tears in the truthful If I do it, let the audience look into their eyes. I will move storms, yet my chief, humorous for a tyrant. I could play Erkins Ray, or parts tear a cat to make all splits. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' house shall shine the bar and make it mar the foolish fates. That was lofty. Now read the rest of the plays. Early's vein and Tyrant's vein and Leather's more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith! Let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I might hide my face. Let me play Bisbee too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Bisbee! Bisbee! Oh, my love.
No, you must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Stout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself,
Thisby's father, Snug the joiner, you the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar as I roar any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that the Duke will say, let him roar again! Let him roar again!
And you would do it terribly. You would frighten the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek. And that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us every mother's son.
My friends, I grant you, if you will wish to frighten the ladies out of their wits, they would have no discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so I will roar at any sucking mill. I will roar you twere any nightingale.
No, you must play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a most proper man, as one shall see in any summer's day, a most gentlemanlike man. Therefore, you must needs to play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play it in?
Why, what you will.
I will discharge as any of your straw-colored beards, your orange tawny beard, your purple ingrain beard, or your French crown colour beard, your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have but no hair at all, and then you will play barefaced. But masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come there by tomorrow night and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town. There we will rehearse, for if we rehearse in the city, we shall be dodged with company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of properties, such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect, and you.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough, hold all composure.
I'm not too hate, they come?
You do their work, and they shall have good luck.
Are not you he?
Thou speakst aright. Oh, I am the merrier one of the night. And I jest over and make him smile. When I that have been perforce beguiled. Naming witness, or faithful, and sometimes lurking ghost far. In very likeness of her she cried. And when she drinks, against her lips I bow. On her with the delight poured the ale. The wisest art, tender sounds tale. Sometimes breathe and so mistakenly, and I slip from above, down topples me. And Taylor cries and portraits a cough. The whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and wax in their mirth and knees and sweat. A merry hours never wasted there. But true berries, here comes her.
And here our mistress, for that we were gone.
You lit by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous, Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and his company.
Tarry, Rashford! Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know but now has stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Philida. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest steppes of India? But that, forsooth, that's an 𝙤𝙚𝙚. Your buskinged mistress and your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame to tie? Glance at my cradle with her palter, knowing I know thy love to Theseus. Didst thou not lead him through the glimmering night from Peguara, whom he ravished, and making fair acres break his faith with Antony and Antiopa?
These are the cauldries of jealousy, and never, since middle summer spring, met we on hill, in dale, forest or mead, by paven fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margin of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which, falling in the land, have every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The ox hath therefore stretched his yoke in vain, the ploughman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The fold stands empty in the drowned field, and crows are fatted with the Murrian flock. The Nyman's morass is filled up with mud, the quaint mazes on the wanton green, for lack of tread, are undistinguishable. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him or carol blessed, therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rumours diseases do abound. And thorough this temperature, we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frost, fall in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old Himes' thin and dicey crown, an odorous chaplet to his sweet summer buds is, as in mockery, set. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do beg of the changeling child to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. Fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votaress of my order. In the spiced Indian air, full often has she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood. When we have laughed to see the sails conceive and row big bellied with the wanton wind, which she, with pretty and with swimming gait following, her wound then rich with my own squire, would imitate.
and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles, and return again, as from a voyage, rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood until you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. You will patiently dance in our round, see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away, I shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grow till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such a dulcet and harmonious breath that the woods seemed sibilant her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
Oh, I remember.
And that very time, but thou sayest not, between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all arms, a certain amiator, at a vessel thrown by the west, and loosened his love shaft as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I did see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial vultures passed on, in maiden's meditation, fancy free. Yet I, with a bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and the maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that they see. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I will put girdle around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I shall watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, wolf, or bull, or meddling monkey, or busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this child from her sight, I shall take it with another herb. I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I'm invisible, and I shall overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? And when I'll stay, you'll stay with me. Thou toldst me there was someone on the wood. Here I am, wood within this wood, because I cannot find my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted peasant, yet you draw not I, and my heart is true as steel. And leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak to you fair? Or rather, do I make plainest truth to tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel. Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worse a place can I beg of your love, and yet a place of higher steps with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much hatred in my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself to the hand of one that loves you not, to trust the safety of night and yield counsel of desert place with the rich wealth of your
Your virtue is my privilege. for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore, I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood like worlds of company for you, in my respect, are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, and the story shall be changed. Apollo flies, and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Fruitless speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I'll not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or, if thou dost intend to follow, do not believe that I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Hi, Demetrius, the temple and the town that builds you to me mischief. Hi, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my steps. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of a hell, to die upon the hand that I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph.
Ere you leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hadst thou the flower? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it to me. I know a bank where the wind times blow, where oxus and nodding violets grow, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and elegant thyme. There sleeps Titania, some time of the night, lulled in these flowers of dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enamel skin, reed wide enough to wrap a fairy. And with this juice I shall streak her eyes, and make her full of hateful fantasies. Now take some of this flower, and sit through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady's in love, with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it on the next thing he espies, maybe the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on, affected with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than upon his love. And then meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
and lost dost win. Do it for thy true love's sake. Love and languish for his sake. Be it on cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In the eye that shall appear when thou wakest this thy dear. Wake when some foul thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I have forgotten the way. But we'll rest us home, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf serves as a pillow for us both. One dead, one heart, two bosoms and one child.
Nay, good Lysander. For my sake, my dear. I am never off yet. Not lie so near.
Oh, take sense, sweet my innocence. Love takes meaning in love's conference, so that my heart unto yours is near, so that one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchange with an oath. Two bosoms and one troth. By your side, O veteran, me deny, but lying so Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very pretty. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride if Hermia may say Lysander lie. But, good friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. Such separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtue of bachelor and maid. So, far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love near altar till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen to that fair prayer, say I, and life ends with iron loyalty. So, here is my bed, and may he get thee all his rest.
With half that wish, his eyes be praised.
Through the forest have I gone, but a Athenian found I not. On whose eyes am I to prove? Whose flowers courses stirring love? Night and silence, who is there? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despises the Athenian maid. All the maidens sleep and sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst unlie. This lack love, this kills courtesy. Kern upon thy eyes I throw, all this power, this charm to foe. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep is set on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for now I must go open.
Stay though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Wilt thou, darkling, leave me? Do not so.
Stay, on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath of this one chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wherever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears, if so mine eyes are oftener washed than hers. No. I am as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me do run away from fear. Therefore, no marvel that Demetrius do as a monster ply my presence thus. What wicked and disassembling class of mine made me compare with Hermia's fiery eyes? But what's this? Lysander, on the ground? Dead or asleep, I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I would, for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, but prove thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how bitter words is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Say not so, Lysander, say not so. What though he love your Hermia, my lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes with her I have spent. It's not Hermia, but Helena I love, who would not change a raven for a dove. The will of a man is by his reason swayed, and reason says, you are the worthy maid. Things growing not right until their season, so I, being young, till not right to reason. Now touching the point of human skill, reason becomes martial to my will, and to your eyes where I look, love stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve such scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flout my insufficiency? Oh, good troth, you do me wrong, good sooth you do. In a disdainful manner me to woo. But fare ye well, perforce I must confess I thought you one thought of more true gentleness. Oh, that the lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia, Hermia speaks clear, and never mayst thou come, Lysander near. For as a serpent of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing the stomach brings, or as the heresies of men who leave, hated most by those they did deceive, so my serpent and my hearsay, hated by all but most of me, and use your power, and address, love, and might, to honour Helen, and be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Oh, me for pity. Oh, what a dream was here. Lysander, look, how I do quake with fear. You thought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel play. Lysander? What? Removed? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I perceive you will not die. Either death or you. I'll find immediately.
Oh, you're met.
Tut tut! And here is a marvellous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn break our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Bizzquits!
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Fire laughing, a parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit! I have advised to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not dead indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No! Make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, and I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God assured us, a lion among the ladies is a most dreadful thing. For there is not a more wild creature than your lion living. We ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion?
Nay! You must name his name, and half his face must be seen with the lion's neck. And he himself must saying thus, or to some defense, ladies, or fair ladies, I wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours, I think I come hither as a lion. No, I am not fit. I am a man, as any other man were, was hard to hear me. And there he will say simply, he is snug, the joiner.
Well, it shall be so, but there are 2 hard things. That is to bring moonlight into chamber. For, you know, Pyramus and Thisbe doth meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
Calendar. A calendar! Look in the almanac! Find out moonshine! Find out moonshine!
Yes, it doth shine at night.
Hooray! Why then, may you leave the casement of the great window where we open, and there the moon may shine out from the casement.
Aye, or else one must come with bush of thorn and a lantern, and say he comes to this figure or present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must bring a great wall into the chamber. For, says Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through a chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What you say, Bottom?
Some man, or other must present wool, and he himself must have some plaster or some loam or some rough cast about him to signify wool. He himself must hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus, Thisbe, whisper.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen houndspan's we struggling here? So near the queen of the fairy queen. What to play towards? I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see a cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand for.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savour sweet.
Odours! Odours!
Odours, savour sweet. Hark, my Thisbe dear, her voice. Stay here for a while, while I to thee appear.
A stranger, Pyramus, may I play here?
Must I speak now?
I, marry, must you. For you must understand that he goes only to seek noise, and that he is to come again.
Most radiant! Most radiant Pyramus! Most lily-white of hue, of colour like the red rose on dried briar. Most schedule on an equal too. As true as horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Nina's tomb.
Nina's tomb, man. Why you must not speak that yet? But you must answer to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once. Cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tire.
Ah, as true as horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I will only die.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are haunted! Pray, masters! Fly, masters! Help!
I'll follow you. I will lead you for about a round. Through pocket, through bush, through brake, through brake. Sometimes a horse hopping, sometimes a hap, a hop, headless bear. Sometimes a fire, a grunt, a roar, a burn. Like horse, hound, hog, bear, at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery then to make me afeard.
Bottom, thou art strange. What do I see of thee?
What do you see, man? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, Bottom. Bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to frag me if they can. But I will not stir from this place. I shall walk up and down, and I shall sing that they should hear. I am not afraid. Views of God so black of you with orange tawny veil. The frost will whip is not so chill, and with little veil.
What angel makes me from my flowery bed?
Fix the sparrow and the lark, the plain song cuckoo grey. Whose note for many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay. He who would sit himself so fully to the bird, who would he to tell the lie, or to say, cuckoo, never so.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamoured of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtues force before doth pollute me on the first beauty's sake. To swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep us company together nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Well, so, but if I had enough wit to get out of this wood, I would have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I love thee. Therefore, go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness, so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth and mustard seed. Ready. And I.
And I.
And I. Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Pop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humblebees, and from night tables. Crop their waxen thighs and light them at the fiery glow on his eyes, to have a love to bed and to arise. And pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonlight on his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies. Hail, mortal, hail.
Hail, hail.
Masters, I am to beseech your worship's names.
Cobweb.
Good Master Cobweb, I am to desire you of more acquaintance. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold of you. Your name, honest gentleman.
Peas blossom.
Good Master Peasblossom, you must commend me to your mother, Mistress Squash, and your father, Master Peascod. I wish to desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Peasblossom. Your name, kind sir?
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed, I know your patience well, but somehow we, half like ox, did devour half your house. Kindred to my eye here and now. I wish to desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with watery eye, and when she weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue, bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awake. Then, whatever that next came in her eyes, she must dote on with extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What might rule about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with a monstrous in love, near to close conception of bower. While she was in a dull, sleepy hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, they work and bread upon and feed in the stools, were met to go into rehearsal play, intended for Theseus' nocturnal day. The shun of his sins came about sword, who Pyramus presented in his sport, forsook his evening into the brink, when I did him at advantage take. And as his knoll I fixed on his head, anon his frisbee must be answered, and forth it comes, when the hymns die, as wild geese that the creepy flowery eye, or rusty patched chops, many in short, rising and calling a gun's report, so set themselves about his sheep the sky, so at his sight, away his fellows fly, and at him stab, here, O woman falls. He, murderer, cries in help when things calls. Their senses weak, lost with their fears are strong. Made senses things began to them wrong. From the briars and thorns up their appeal snatch, some sleeves, some hats, from you there's all things catch. I led them on in distracted fear. I left sweet promise translated there. And when in that moment it came to pass, Titania wept, and straight for he loved and asked.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hadst thou yet lashed the Athenian's eye with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side. That, when he went, of force, she must be had.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Why rebuke him which loves you so. Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I put the chide that I should use thee worse. But thou hast given me cause to curse. Thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, who shoes in blood, plunge in the deep, and kill me too. For the sun was not so true unto the day of eating. Would he have stolen from sleeping Hermia? Or believe soon this whole earth may be bored, and that the moon may through the stems to creep, and so displease her brother's new title that anti-parents. No, it cannot be that thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. And yet, you, and the murderer, as bright, as clear, as yonder Venus that burns.
What is my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, a cur! Thou hast driven me past his patience! Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered upon men. Oh, tell true even for my sake. Dost thou have looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave! Touch could not a worm and adder do so much? And adder did it with doubler tongue than thine, thou serpent and adder stung.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood, or is he dead for all I can tell?
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
What can I get there?
A privilege to never see you more, and from my hated presence part I so, deceiving no more whether he be dead or no.
There's no following her in this fierce vein. Here therefore for a while I shall remain. So sorrow's heaviest doth heavier grow, which bankrupt doth sorrow owe, which now in slight tender I shall pay, if here for a while I shall stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of mistress and before censure, but not a true love turn, and not a false turn true.
The fatal only sat, one man wholly joined, a million foul confounding open oath.
About this wood, go swifter than the wind, of Helen of Athens shall find. All fancy sick is pale of cheer, of thy love by the fresh blood dear. By some illusion thou bring her here, in charmed eye release, she do again repair.
I go, look how I go, swift and arrow, of Tarsus bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit the Cupid's archery, sink in the apple of his eye, and let us shine as gloriously as the Venus in the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg for her for remedy.
Captain of a fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth who stood by me, pleading for love's fee. Shall I find thy pageancy? Lord, what forces mortals be?
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then we're two at once from one. That must needs be sport alone. And those things do best please me, that perform preposterously.
Why should you think that I should ruin scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vow so born nativity, all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more when truth kills truth. Devilish to really pray. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Wait, oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me, put on two scales, will even weigh in both as light as tails.
I had no judgment for her, I swore.
None in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. Oh, to what shall I compare thy mind? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how bright they show! Those kissing cherries, tempting grow. Oh, that high white kim-shield of snow. Oh, turns to a fan when thou holdest up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
So spite of hell! I see your bench set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you are men, as men you are, and sure you would not use a gentle lady so to vow and swear and super-praise my parts, when I am sure you hate me with your heart. You are both rivals, and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena, trim exploiter, manly enterprise, conjure up him or make eyes of your derision. None of noble sort, so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, or to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. For you love Hermia, and this, you know, I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, of Hermia's love, I yield you up my part. And yours of Helena, to me the queen, whom I do love and will do, till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle crowd.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. My love to her is guest-wise sojourned, and now to Helena, so returns, there to remain.
Helena is not so.
Oh, disparage on my faith thou dost not know, unless thou be dear. Look, yonder is thy dear.
Darkness, that from the eye his function takes the ill quick of apprehension makes, wherein it doth compare the seeing sense it pay the hearing double with intense. Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander found. Mine ear I thank you for me to thy sound. But why unkindly dost thou leave me so?
Why stay when love doth press to go?
What love can press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that not that abide. Fair Helena, more in gilds the night, and all you fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seek thou me? Could not this make thee know? The hate I bear thee made me leave thee so.
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
No, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this full sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid! Have you conspired? Have you of these contrived to paint me with this foul derision? All the counsel that we do have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent, we have tried the hasty put to time for parting us. Is it all forgot? School-day friendships and childhood innocence? We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both on one sampler, sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one song, both in one key, as if our hands, sides, minds, and voices had been in opera. So we grew together, like to a double cherry, seeming parted, begetting union and partition, two lovely berries malted on one stem. You all rent, I should love asunder, and joining with men in scorning your poor friends. 'Tis not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it. Then why are you do feel the injury?
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, it seems you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious and celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? Wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul and tender meat for sweet affection, but by your consent, by your setting? What though I am not so in grace as you, so hung upon in love so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved, that you should pity rather than despise?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Persevere, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or malice, you would not make you such an argument. But fare ye well, 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena!
Excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreats. My threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helena, I love thee. By my life, I do. I swear by that which I'll lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
Thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where to tend all this?
Away, you Ethiop.
No, your seems very close. Follow as you may, yet follow not, Lysander. You are a tame man.
Go! Hang on, thou cat, thou bird, vile being let loose, or I'll shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why have you grown so rude? What changes this sweet love?
My love? Out, tawny tartar, out! Loathed medicine, oh hated potion hence!
You not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would have had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Shall I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Though I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Could you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore me? What use is this, my love? I'm not I, Hermia, and not you, Lysander. I'm as fair now as I was erewhile, since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid. In earnest, shall I stay?
I, by my life, never did desire to see thee. Be therefore out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest, but I do hate thee. Love Helena.
Oh, me. You juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from me?
Why no faith? Have you no modesty, no touch of bashfulness, no maiden shame? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why, sir? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her perjured her tall personage, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I'm not yet so low that my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I never was cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewdness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower? Hark again!
Britannia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia, did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that, but unto love for Demetrius, I told him of yourself into this wood. He followed you, for love I followed him. But he had chided me hence and threatened me to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And now, so you will let me boldly go to Athens, where I'll bear my body back and follow you no further. Let me go, to see how simple and how fond I am.
Why get you gone? Who is that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What? With Lysander?
Nice to meet you,
She shall not harm thee, Helena.
She shall not, though you take her part.
And when she's angry, she's keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little, nothing, but low and little. Why must you let her flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you dwarf! You minimus of hindering, not grass made. You bead! You acorn!
You are too officious to her. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. Thou shalt not show love of her. Thou shalt be it, dear.
Now she holds me not, that if thou darest to try who's right, follow, and I'll show that blind of mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee. Cheek by Joel.
You mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will no longer trust you. I will stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer though to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakes. or else commits thy knaveries wilfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garment he had on? And so far famous proves my enterprise, that I have anointed on the Athenian's eyes, and so far I'm glad he did so sort, as this there jangling I esteem his fault.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. High therefore, overcast the night, the starry welkin covered though anon, with droppings of fog as black as utterable. And lead these testy rivals so astray, as one come not within another's way. Like 𝙤𝙤𝙚𝙚 some time frame thou tongue, and stir Demetrius' son with bitter wrong. And sometime rail thus Demetrius, and sometime look to lead them thus, till o'er brows death and fetting sleep, with leaded legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eyes, whose liquor hath this virtuous property. Make his eyes roll with wonted sight, and take with all his might. And back till Athens shall the lovers wend, whose date till death shall never end. And I in this affair do the employ, I'll to my queen, and beg her Indian for. And in charmed I release from monsters' view, and all things shall be in peace.
My very lord, this must be done with haste. For night strict dragons cut the clouds from fast, and even shines arena's harbinger. At whose approach, ghosts wandering here and there, too prone to churchyards, day spirits all, and to crossways and floods, have burial. Already to their wormy beds are gone, for fear lest they should look shamed upon. They wilfully themselves and exile from light, and must for aid consort that brown night.
But we are spirits of another sort, and I with the morning oft made sport, like a forester whose groves may tread, even to the eastern gate, or fiery red, opening on Neptune with fair blessed beams, with gold, yellow, green, salt, blessed streams. But notwithstanding haste, make no delay, we may effect this business yet a day.
Up and down, up and down, I'll lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
I am here. Why comest thou not?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then, to plainer ground.
Lysander, where art thou? Oh, thou coward, thou! Run away! Art thou fled? Speak! In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward! Wilt thou bracket to the stars, tend the bushes of Nolex and wars? I will not come. Come, recruit. Come, thou child. I will whip thee with a rod. He is the blind that draws the sword on thee.
Yeah, art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. I come where he calls, and then he is gone. The villain is much lighter hill than I. Fast did I come, but faster did he fly. And here I am, fallen in dark, uneven way. Here arrest me. Come, thou gentle day, and show me thy grey light. And tomorrow, with Demetrius, I'll revenge this fight.
Ho, 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 coward. Why comest thou not?
Abide me, if thou darest. For I want you shifting every place, darest not look nor stand me in the face. Where art thou now?
I am here. Come hither.
Mayest then, thou mockest me. Thou shalt be dear to my face, my day to see. Now go thy way, faintness constrained me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By daylight, look to be visited.
A weary night, a long and tedious night. Abate thy hours, shine comforts from the east to tie me back to Athens by daylight, from those that my poor company detest. And sleep, for that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eyes, and still me a while from mine own company.
Yet but free, Caroline more, to of both kinds make a fool. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe. Much bedevilled by the dew, torn with the briars. I can no further call, no further go. My legs can keep no pace in my desires. Here will I rest till the break of day. Heaven's shield will I stand if they mean the fray.
On the ground, sleep sounds. I'll apply to an eye, gentle, lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye, of the country preferred known, that every man shall have his own. In your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jim, Lord shall go in, the man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon my flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks employ, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Pierce Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Pierce Blossom. Where is Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
Monsieur Cobweb, good monsieur. Get you your weapons and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on top of the thistle. And good monsieur, bring me a honey bag, good monsieur. And good monsieur, make sure the honey bag break not. I would low, please, for such a good honey bag, good monsieur. Monsieur? Where's Monsieur Mustard
Ready.
Give me your knife, Monsieur Mustard. Take courtesy, good monsieur.
What's your will?
Nothing, good monsieur, but how cavalry peas bottom to scratch. Methinks I must tend to the barber for I am such a hairy ass and hairy about the face, that I must scratch.
What? Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable ear in good music. Let's have the tongues and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, I beg a provender. Methinks I could munch a dry oats, but I have a desire for a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay.
I have a venturous fairy who shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I would much desire a handful to a dry leaves, but methinks I have expedition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, away, and be always away. So doth the woodbine, sweet honeysuckle gently and twist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for meeting her late behind the woods, seeking sweet favours of this haven food. I did upbraid her and fall out with her, for he has hairy temples with a corient of fresh and fragrant flowers. And that same dew was wont to swirl like round and orient pearls, stood now in his pretty flower's eyes, like tears that did their own disgrace bewail. And I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience. I then did ask for her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bow him in my bowing fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And, gentle Puck, take the head of this Athenian swain, and awaken him when the others do. May all of Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as a fierce vexation of a dream. But first I shall awake the fairy queen. Be as thou once wont be, cease as thou once wont see. Dian's bud o'er Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamoured of an arse.
There lies your love.
Oh, how came these things to pass? How my eyes do loathe this visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Titania, music call and strike more dead than common in this bad sense.
Music, ho! Music such as charmeth sleep.
Sound, music. Come, my queen, take hands with me and rock the ground whereon we see you speak. Now you and I are new in a meeting, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Theseus' house round, and blessed all their prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be, wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Fairy King, attend mark. Oh, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter in the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
Go, one of you, find the forest, for our observation is performed. And since we're in the vainwood of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. Uncouple them in the western valley. Let them go. Dispatch, I say, and find the forester. We will, fair queen, up to the mountaintops, where we'll hear the musical confusion of hounds and echoes in conjunction.
I was with Hercules in Cadmus once, when in order Crete, they bade the bear at the house of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant title. For besides the skies, the groves, the regions, every region near seemed to all one music reply. I never heard so musical discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are of the Spartan kind, so fluid, so sandy. Their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew, crook-kneed and dewlap like Thessalian bulls, slow-suited, but mouths matched like bells each under each. A cry more tunable was never more hollowed forth, nor cheered with horn in Crete, in Sparta, in Thessaly. Judge what you hear. But soft, what amidst to these?
My lord, this is my daughter here. And this, Lysander. And this Demetrius be. And this Helen. Old Meader's Helen. I wonder if they're being here together.
They must have rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent came to grace our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus. Is this not the day that Hermia should give the answer to her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go. Bid the huntsman to wake them with his horn. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all. Stand up. I know you two to be rival enemies. How come in the gentle concord as well, where hate is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate, and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply natively, half asleep, yet half waking, but as yet, I truly swear, I cannot remember, but as I think, for truly would I speak, and now do I bethink me. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenians.
Enough! Enough, my lord. You have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would. Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent. Of my consent for her to be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their style, of this their purpose hither in the wood, and I in fury have followed them. Helen of fancy followed me. But, my good lord, I know not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia, like the melted snow, seems to me now as the remembrance of an idle thought, which in my childhood I did dote upon, and now the passion of mine eye, the object of my heart, is only Helen. But as in sickness did I learn to love this dream, but as in health did I learn to love it, wish it, long for it, and I will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you have fortunately met. Of this discord we will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple, by and by with us, these couples shall be eternally knit. Away to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in Grace 11. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see things of parted life, and everything seems double. So many things. And I have found Demetrius like a jewel. Mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep. We dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father, and Hippolyta.
And he bid us follow him to the temple.
Why, we are awake. Let us follow them, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is, most fair Pyramus. Hey, ho. Peter Quince. Ruth the Bellsmender. Self Tinker. Starveling. God's my life. Stolen hence. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream. Past was the man to say what that dream was. But man is but an ass if he is to expound this dream. Methought I was. There is no dream I can tell what. Methought I was and methought I had. Man with its patched form. The eye of man hath not seen, the ear of man hath not heard. The taste of man's hand hath not been able to conceive of what this dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and this shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it happened on bottom. And I shall sing it before the Duke, adventurously and graciously. I shall sing it at his death.
Have we sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported, if he come not.
and the play is marked. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. There is not a man in all of Athens able to discard Pyramus, but he.
No, he hath simply the best wit of any handcraft man in Athens.
Yeah, and the best person too. He is also very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paramour. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple. No 2 or 3 losing ladies more married. If our sport go forward, we'll all be made name.
Oh, sweet bully bottom, thus hard he lost sixpence today during his life. He could not have escaped sixpence today, and the Duke has not given him sixpence today for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. Sixpence today in Pyramus, or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Oh, bottom, oh, most courageous day, oh, most happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders. For if I tell you I am no true being, I will tell you right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet bottom.
Not a word from me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath died. Get your apparel together! New strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Meet perfectly at the palace. Every man look away his place. For the short and the long is, our play is preferred. In any case, let Bisbee have clear linen. And let not he that plays the lion pare his nails, for they have torn out his lion's claws. And most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt, but to hear the Duke say, it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away, go away.
Antique fables, and all these fairy tales. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more reason than comprehend. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are all of imagination. One sees more devils in the vast hell can hold. That's the madman. The lover's eye, all is frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. And the poet's eye, in a fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from earth to heaven and from heaven to earth. His pen gives them shapes to an airy nothing. Imagination plays havoc at night. How often is a bush supposed to bear?
All those stories of the night told over, and to their minds transfigured so together, more witnesses than fancy images that corrode some glory across the sea. But how so strange and admirable?
Ah, here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends. Joys and happy days accompany your hearts.
Morning to us, waiting your royal walk, your wolves in your bed. Come now.
What mask? What dances are at hand to ease this anxious hour of between our after supper and bedtime? Where is the usual manager of mirth? Is there no play? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment do you have this evening? How can we anguish this torturing hour and not with some delight?
There is a brief, how me sports arrive. Choose which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Would none of that, as I have told my wife, in memory of my kinsman, Hercules. The riot of the tipsy mechanicals, tearing at the Thracian singer in their age. That is an old device, and it was played last when I, from Thebes, became a conqueror. The thrice free muses, mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is in satire, keen and critical, but not for a nuptial ceremony. A tedious grief scene of young Pyrrhus and his love Thisbe, very tragical mirth, merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is some hot ice and some wonder of strange snow. How shall we find the concord to this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as long as I have known any play. But for 10 words long, my lord, it is far too long, which makes it tedious. For in all a play, not one word is apt, one play is fitted. But tragical, my lord, it is, for Pyramus there doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I may confess, made my eyes water. But more merry tears, or passionate laughter, never shed.
What are they that do play?
Hard-handed men at work here in Athens, which have never laboured their minds till now, and have taught their unbreathed memory come to play against their nuptials.
Who will hear that play?
No, my lord. I have heard it over. It is nothing, nothing in this world, unless you can find sport in their extent, which is extremely stretched, crude, and plain, to do you service.
We will hear that play. For nothing can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, let them in, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness, 𝙤𝙤𝙗, see duty in the service perishing.
My love, you will see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks to nothing. Our sport shall be to take, for they mistake. What poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes might, not merit. For I have come, great clouds of purposed themselves to greet me with premeditated welcomes. I have seen them shiver and look pale, place periods in midst of sentences, their practiced accents throttled in their fears. In conclusion, they have dumbly broken off not paying me a welcome. I promise, my sweet, out of this silence I have picked a welcome. I have read as much as the saucy and audacious eloquence of a rattled tongue. Love, therefore, in all its tongue-tied simplicity, appeals most to my capacity.
So please, your grace, your prologue is addressed.
Let them approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill that you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill. To show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then we come, but in despite we do not come as minding to contest you. Our true intent is, all for your delight we are not here. That you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath read his prologue like a rough coat. He knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord. It's not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed. He hath played on his prologue like a child and recorder, a sound, but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired but disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, purchase you wonder at this show, but wonder on, to truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, this man with lime and rough cast doth present war. The vile wall of which did these lovers sunder, and through walls chink. Poor souls, they are content to whisper. This man with lawthorn, dog, and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn, but to meet at Nina's tomb. They're there to woo this grisly beast, lion, hight by name. The trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright, and as she fled her mantle, she did fall. Which lion, vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet-toothed and tall, and binds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat with blade, with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers away, one large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion will need to speak.
No, my lord, one line may win many asses do.
In this interlude it doth befall that I, one Snuff by name, present a wall. Such a wall as I'd have you think that in it had a crannied hole, or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall, the truth is so, and which this cranny is, right and sinister, to which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you believe the lion and hare to speak better?
This is the wittiest partition ever I heard this
Silence! Pyramus grows near the wall.
Oh, grim of night! Oh, night with you so black! Oh, night! Whichever odd one day is not! Oh, night! Oh, night! Alack! 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 I fear my business promises forgot. And my wall! Oh, sweet old lovely wall! That stands between my father's grounds and mine! And wall! Oh, sweet old lovely wall! Show me thy chink! See with thine eye! Thanks, courteous wall. But what do I see? What do I see? Curse thee, wicked wall, for lust to seek of me! Curse thee, wicked wall, who has no bliss!
Being smart again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is business. She is to enter now, and I am to spy out through the wall. You seem to all come to. Yonder she comes.
Wall, full often hast thou heard my moan.
Passing my bed perilous to me. My cherry lips often kiss thy stone. Thy stones would lie and her knit up in here.
I see her voice! Now will I do thee drink to see my Thisby's face! Thisby!
My love, thou art my love. I think. And I like Helen to the face.
Now my chapman is Proculus.
A shameless to purpose, I to you.
Oh! Kiss me through this vile wall!
Not your lips upon
Away!
Time death, I come without delay.
My part is charged as so, and thus, being done, thus war the way doth go!
The funeral is now down between the two neighbours.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
Best in this kind, my sweet, are shadows. And the worst, the no worse of imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
Silence! Two noble beasts appear, a man and a lion.
Too gentle hearts you fear, the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on the floor may now perchance both quake and tremble here. When lion rough and wildest rage doth roar, it's not the joint on a lion fell, nor else no lions down. For if I should, as lion, come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A noble beast of a good conscience.
Very best of the beast that ever I saw, my lord.
Lion is a very fox for his valour.
Aye, and a goose for his discretion.
So, my lord, for valor carries the discretion and the fox carries the goose.
How could a goose carry a fox, but at his discretion? Let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth horned moon present.
You should have worn the horns on your head.
He is no crescent. He is no crescent. And his horns are invisible within his circumference.
This lanthorn do not horned moon present. Myself, the man in the moon, do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. He needs to be in the lanthorn. How else could he be the man in the moon?
He dares not, my lord. Pull the candle. See its sword and snuff.
I'm aweary of this moon. Would he would change?
Proceed, moon.
All that I will say to you is, the lanthorn is the moon. I, the man in the moon. This thorn bush, thy thorn bush. This dog, my dog.
Why we should all be in the lanthorn so you are all. But silence becomes fiercely.
This is Aunt Linny's tomb. Where is my love?
Well run, Thisby! well moused, lion.
And then came Pyramus.
Lion vanished.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. Shining up so bright. I thank thee for the truest of Thisbe's sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful foe is here. Oh, how can it be my eyes do not see? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear. Thy hands all good, thy stained with blood. Oh, furies fell, oh, fates, come, through and from. Quail, crash, conclude and quail.
A death of dear friend would near make a man look fat.
How chance moonshine come forth if it comes back and finds her lover?
She'll find him by
Thisbe dear. By Thisbe dear. The Papa Pyramus is no more. I thus. Now I am dead! Now I am fled! I see the sky! I see the light! Now, die!
He's an ace, man. He is nothing. He's dead.
With the help of surgeon, he might recover and prove himself an ass.
Beshrew my heart that I pity the man.
Thisbe will find him by starlight. Here she comes. Her passion ends the play. Proceed, Thisbe.
Asleep, my love. What, dead? My death. Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Speak! Dead? Dead? Entomb? You must cover my sweet eyes. These lean lips. This cherry nose. Oh, God! Oh, God! Love's made mad! His eyes were green as leaves. Oh, sister sweet, come to me! With hands as pale as milk, lay them in gold, since you have shown, with shears and thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty soul. Come, play. My breast and yours. Farewell, friends. Thus, this begins. Adieu! Adieu!
Moonshine and lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and wall too.
No! The moon and the wall is down so that the fathers may stand between two of our company. Now! Wilt thou see an epilogue or a burgomaster between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you! For your play needs no excuse. Never excuse. When all are dead, none need to be blamed. Marry, if he that writ it had Pyramus hang himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is, but please, leave your epilogue. But your murder mask. The iron-tunneled midnight hath told 12. Lovers, to bed. It's almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn as much as we have overwatched tonight. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight holds a great solemnity. New nights and new jollity.
Now the hungry lie indoors, and the wolf howls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, all the weary tasks were done. And we fairies, that do run but you haven't seen, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now a frolic, not an ounce shall disturb the hand house. I am sent before with a broom to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through this house in gathering light lie the dead in drowsy fire, each elf with fiery sprite, drops light from bird and cry. And in this ditty, afterward, sing and dance in tree.
First, rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we will sing through this place.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. The witness bride that will be, which by us shall blessed be, as the issue their create, ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couple be, ever true in love and be, and the loss of nature's hand shall within their issue stand. Nevermore, and if nor scar, nor heart for such as are, despise liberty, shall upon their children be, with this guilt to consecrate. Every berry takes his gate, and each several chamber bless, through this palace discreet peace, and the owner of it bless, ever shall in safety rest. Drip away, step, leave me all my grateful day.
If we, shadows have offended, think about this, all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, whilst his visions did appear, and this weak and idle thing, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles do not reprehend, if you pardon, we will then. And as I am an honest pug, and if we have unlearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, will amends a lot. Else is a lie cool. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore. Amen.